Carlos Contreras Legaspi para ESPN Deportes con el campeón de las 135 libras, Sean O'Malley. Azuka, Sean O'Malley. Sean, well, your first title defense against someone you know, really good. A guy has never been knocked out or submitted in the division. So, how are you feeling about the Chito fight? I know it's something that you wanted since the Boston fight. How are you feeling now being here in Fight Week, planning for the fight?
Yeah, I mean, fight camp, feel like it flew by. It feels like I just fought last week. And the fact we're here, it's happening, I'm healthy, it's incredible.
You say you gave him the chance because obviously the performance against Pedro wasn't bright enough probably on that night. It was a close fight. But how much do you think he would have needed to get back there? Because he's been fighting on main events. He's been fighting some of the best in the divisions. How much, if it wasn't this time? Because you always said this fight against Chito would happen again, right? It's ever since the since you lost to him, you knew this fight was going to happen in the rematch, and probably on a stage like this, like you being the champion.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't gift him this title shot, who would he have fought next? The title shot probably would have went to Merab. You would have had Chito versus Corey rematch, maybe not. Corey whooped him. You would have had Chito versus maybe Aljo if he didn't move up. Chito, he would have had to beat someone else really, really good to actually get the title shot. But hey, here we are. Yeah.
A few months ago, we spoke for the first time about this fight. You told me that you were planning to knock him out with the left hand. After studying him, you still think the left hand could be the key for this fight?
I mean, it could be either. It could be anything. It could be a knee. Could be a kick. Could be anything. But I don't really. I just go out there and let it happen the way it happens, and it tends to happen with the right hand. So if that's the case, I'm not too mad.
He seems to get dangerous in the later rounds, right? After the third and fourth round, when he finds his distance, that once he's been knocking out people. So you think this is going to be a short fight? That you're looking for an early knockout, or you're prepared for him for the 5 rounds?
I'm planning on it being a war. I'm planning on it being a 25-minute fight.
Yeah, I know you're thinking about him, but this last couple of months, you're used to people calling your name, but right now it's getting bigger, right?
Yeah.
So Ilia Topuria seems to like the idea that you mentioned, fighting him. He will obviously welcome you at the 145, and you were calling that he could surprise Volkanovski for a while. So you think that is going to be like the bigger fight for you if you win? Like fighting for
yeah, I don't have anything set in stone. Who could be next? I don't know. I got options. I like having options. We'll see what comes out of my mouth after I knock Chito out. But I got options.
But the sphere still looking good for you. I mean, you like the idea?
Yeah, Mexican independence, right? I mean,
yeah.
Sheesh, who else? Who better to headline that than yours truly?
You ever worn the red? Green, white, and red in your hair?
No. Last time I did a country's hair, it was Cheeto's country, and I got kicked in the nerve. So I think that might be bad karma, so I'm sticking away from that.
But with Mexican Independence Day might make sense, right?
I mean, it would be cool. Yeah. We'll see. I was hoping Henry could go out there and get the job done. I thought that would be a cool fight, but he couldn't quite do that, could he?
But I mean, it's going to be a pay-per-view now, so they need the most championship fights they could get there, because it seemes to be something spectacular. And other people, even Conor, said he wants to fight there. So you think you can do something big enough this Saturday to tell Dana the sphere is mine?
I think so. I mean, if Conor wants it and they want Conor to have it, I would gladly be co-main to that. But other than that, yeah, I think I can main event that for sure.
Well, Sean, speaking of some of the names, I don't know if people find it like really weird what he's been saying, but Ryan Garcia was calling your name last week when he's promoting his own fight. And he said that with 3 months training, or even with 8 weeks, he could be able to fight you in MMA. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think the dude's on drugs. I think he's trying to get people to talk about him, and what better way to get people to talk about him and talk about me. So I think he's just doing his thing, trying to sell his pay-per-view. I get it. In reality, the chances of him ever coming over to fight me are less than 0%.
But in boxing, it's a fight that you might be interested in.
Yeah, that's more realistic. That's more competitive. Do you give the edge to Ryan in a boxing fight? Absolutely. But it's more competitive. I could beat him. He's 0% chance of beating me in MMA.
Finally, everyone has been talking about the pink shorts that you showed.
Yep.
How that come to happen? Because it's really hard, like for a fighter to get like a custom shorts. Are you gonna wear that on Saturday? And how that come to happen?
Yeah, we're wearing the pink shorts. You know, I went out there and made a magical moment happen with knocking out Aljo, and you know, the least they could do was let me wear my pink shorts. I heard we were going to Miami. You know, shot a couple texts, and they made it happen.
You know that color is called rosa mexicano. That the Mexican pink. That's the name of the color. That kind of pink in Mexico is called rosa mexicano.
Okay.
You know that?
I did not.
But you're the fourth Mexican champion,
I
so
know. Yeah, I should have known that.
it will be like really cool, like if you wore that also at the Sphere on September.
Oh, I will.
Well, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Sean. Keep improving that Spanish, and I hope by September we can have this interview in Spanish.
Boom. We'll see.
Azúcar, Sean O Malley, el campeón de las 135 libras, este sábado en UFC 299.